matchup, the Detroit Pistons versus the New York Knicks.
Oh
What
man,
do
you
you
know
think
I
about
got
what do you think about this series and who do you have winning this series?
Detroit basketball. I got my Pistons, man. The Knicks, their defense has been atrocious. Tom Thibodeau has played them boy too many minutes. They ain't got the legs for the playoffs. I understand Jalen Brunson is back, but he's just coming back off injury. And the Pistons are a top defensive team in the league right now. I think that what are they? They're number 10 exactly. So hey, I got Cade and my Pistons pulling it off.
How many games?
I think it's gonna go off 7. I think it's gonna go off 7. I think it's gonna be 4-3, 4-3 Pistons.
Just the fact that you think it's going 7 is just like, wow, the Knicks are just like, come on, man. I like what Detroit is doing. Pick JB as my coach of the year, but I'm still going with the Knicks, bro. I like what K's doing, but the Knicks have two 20-point plus game scorers. Who on the Pistons is gonna go along with Cade and be like, "Hey, I got you, brother." Who can match, say, a Cat or a Brunson, even an OG? Because OG is averaging close to 18 points. Mikhail is averaging 16. Like, who is coming? You know, Tom Thibodeau gonna play them 35 plus minutes, so they're gonna be in. So the stars are gonna be in the game majority of the time. I
I think
just
that's
don't.
what's gonna hurt them though.
Mhm.
That's what's gonna hurt them.
I mean, they've been doing it all year though. Like Ted's been doing this all year. I mean, come
I
on, man.
mean,
Like,
like don't get me wrong. Yeah, they got Cat and Brunson, but Cat and Brunson, you still gotta rely on the others. You still gotta rely on OG and Mikhail and Josh Hart. And the Pistons got people to throw at them. You know what I mean? So, and the Pistons are a really good defensive team. So if they could shut them down and you're not gonna shut Jalen Brunson down, but if you can contain him to some extent, I can see the Pistons winning. I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be closer than what people think it is.
I think it's gonna be a close series. I'm just not picking the Pistons, bro. Like,
And how many games?
I'm picking the Knicks to win in 6. I think they can
In
win
6.
6. I think they can win in 6, bro. Like, you look at the Pistons, okay, like, what is Tobias Harris do? I know Tobias got a lot of playoff experience, but it's like last year he was bad in the playoffs. He was bad. Like Malik Beasley. What is he gonna do as like one of the focal points, really, well, key contributors on the Pistons? We know what K gonna do. K gonna go crazy. I think K's gonna have a great series. But it's like, who else gonna come along and play? And the Knicks got a great offense. I can't take them away from that. Knicks got a great offense. And I just don't. And who's gonna stop Cat? Like Jared the Red? Like I think Cat might and get that boy in foul trouble. And we know Jalen Durant get in foul trouble. Then they go bring in Isaiah Stewart. It's cookies after that, bro. Like I don't know. Jalen Durant might be the key because if he gets in foul trouble early by Cat, oh,
I
man.
mean, that's what you got. That's what you got Isaiah Stewart for. Throw him out there. He
Uh,
like to fight. Go ahead, throw him out there. Let him and Cat get into it and fight, man. Get Cat up out of there. But they got bodies to throw at Cat if they need to. You got Isaiah Stewart, and you still got Paul Reed, and you got Jalen Duran. But I think you're right. I think really all of them, everybody but K is the X factor for this series. But I do think it's gonna be different people each game. I don't think it's gonna be the same like Malik Beasley, 16 this game, 16 that game. I think it's gonna be the second leading scorer is gonna be somebody different every game, whether it's Tim Hardaway, Malik Beasley, Tobias Harris, or whoever.
so we think K's guarding Brunson, right?
Hmm. I would low key put him on. I would low key put a sore on Brunson.
Okay, I was gonna
I'll put a
ask,
sore on
like,
Brunson.
who was the Sora gonna guard? I was gonna ask, and I was thinking of Brunson, but I was like, I don't know. I
I'll
was
put a
thinking of
sore on Brunson, and then I'll put K either on OG. Because if we like we say, OG Loki's been besides Cat, OG has been a third best scorer. We thought it was gonna be Mikhail, but I'll put Cade on OG because OG is really like a corner. He's a corner guy. You know what I mean? He's gonna take corner threes. He's gonna drive on close out and stuff. He make it easier on Cade. So Cade can can spend more energy on the offensive end. And then
Who gonna stop Josh Hart off the rebounds, bro? When you look at Josh Hart's stats, this boy averaged basically 10 rebounds a game. It's crazy when you look at it, but it's like he does this every night. They gotta get him off the rebounds. They gotta get
when
him
you
off
put
the
it
rebounds.
like that, and the only person I feel like that can stop him from doing that is a Sore, but you want a Sore on Jalen Brunson so you can slow him down.
Well, honestly, I don't think it's a problem putting Cade on Jalen because Cade is the bigger, has the bigger body.
Yeah,
So he can make life.
I understand.
He can make a life kind of somewhat difficult for Jalen Brunson. So I wouldn't mind if Cade obviously guards Brunson, but it's just like a Sore. Like who is he guarding? Like Mikhail or OG?
Only reason why I say don't put Cade on Brunson because Jalen has Cade on Brunson is because Brunson has the ball in his hands too much. And that means you're gonna have to have Cade sticking a lot of deep. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Cade's a terrible defender, but we want him as fresh as possible throughout the entire game. And if you put him on Jalen Brunson, that's gonna be so many pick and rolls he going through, dodging all these picks, getting hit by all these picks, and you don't want that because that's gonna tire him out. And then on top of that, Jalen Brunson takes the most shots on the team, so that's a lot of defense Cade playing.
And Jalen Brunson's a foul baiter too. He gets the
Yeah,
foul
so you
calls.
can get him in
He
foul
fouled it.
trouble.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm the Knicks, that's what I want. I'm trying to get Cade in foul trouble so you guys can bring in, say a ball handler, technically a Marcus Sasser or Dennis Schroeder, like them. It's like,
I forgot about Dennis Schroeder.
Dennis Schroeder, could he have a good game and could he have a good series? He could. I think he's been good for the Pistons. He's been good for them this year. But I mean, on the Pistons, it really just depends on Cade, bro. The Cade doesn't have a good series, they're going to lose. Like they probably get blown out.
For sure.
But I need Malik Beasley. Your 6th man of the year. I need Tobias to come up because Tobias Harris, we thought he was going to be second best player. That was nowhere near close. So we need him to play good. We need Tim Hardaway to step up and hit open shots. We need a Sore to crash the glass and play great. A Sore has a chance. No, I don't think so because he didn't play a lot of games, but he could have made all defensive team too. So it's like we need all them guys to play. We just need Durant to stay out of foul trouble. If he's in foul trouble, he could. Because he's been like their best, you could say their best rim protector, best rebounder. Like he's been all that. And if he's in foul trouble, like you said, Isaiah Stewart, but it's like I'd rather have Durant in the game. Like Isaiah Stewart is just there for enforcer and get and rally the troops going. It's like he's like that, but it's like I ain't scared of them.
So they started lineup. It was what Cade, Tim, Asor, Tobias, and Jalen Durant. So you putting Tobias on? You putting Tobias on Mikhail, or you putting him on OG?
I'll probably put him on OG. I think OG.
And then what? Cade would have to guard who? Because who's gonna guard Josh Hart? You need somebody in order to stop Josh Hart from crashing like that. You gotta put somebody on him that's just as active as him, and that only person is a Sore. But I don't want to put a Sore on him because I want a Sore to focus all his attention on Jalen Brunson. I want him to make it as hard as possible for Jalen Brunson.
I'm cool. I get that, but like, somebody got to guard OG. Now OG been cool. OG been hooping recently. Like Mikhail might have his moments, and they don't got nobody to stop Cat, so that doesn't really matter to me. Like nobody can stop Cat on that team. Like Cat gonna eat regardless. Cat gonna get 20 and 10 regardless. I'm just scared of their rim protection. Like if K could get downhill and they can get to the rim, it's gonna be bad because that rim protection.
That's what do too. I think Asor that would be a big series for him too, because like you said, they have no paint protection, so he can get to the rim at ease too. So I'm curious to see what the matchups are gonna be though. I am curious about that.
And we gotta wait until I think that game is Saturday. The game's Saturday, so we gotta wait into that. But like, man, I got the Knicks, bro. I think the Knicks offense is just so good. They got too many scores on that team. Like, you got Brunson 26, Cat 24, OG 18, Mikhail 17, Hart 13. Like, there go your 5 right there. And if Tom Thibodeau do play his bench gonna be what? Campaign, Mitchell Robinson, uh, Deuce McBride, and
That's it.
yeah, I was thinking that
Maybe
too.
Landry Shamet, maybe.
I don't
But
think Landry Shamet. He probably won't sniff this series because he don't play D. He don't play defense. I don't think he sniffs. I was gonna say Precious Achua, but Mitchell Robinson back, and so he takes up the backup center minutes. So, but I mean, Tom Thibodeau, these guys are gonna play 35, 40 plus. They're gonna be in the game regardless. You know, this is what you want to do, man. You want to play that 40 minutes, man. You know, you love to hoop, man. Because you know, you'll be a tired
yeah,
dude.
I like my rest during the regular season though, so I can be ready for the playoffs.
I mean, when I asked you, I was like, "Would you like to play for Tom Thibodeau?" You went thinking that.
Yeah,
You said, "Yeah,
yeah,
yeah."
yeah, I
You said,
would.
"Yeah,
Yeah,
okay." So you can't be like, "Man, I wish I
yeah.
had my rest." No, you
Nah,
do
yeah,
it,
shit, I still can. Shit, give me some rest, dog. Shit. I'm glad you
man.
playing me 40 minutes and I'm getting my stats and my money, but dog.
Man, that one game ain't gonna do enough, bro. But I got the Knicks, man. I think the Knicks pull this out. I think they do pull this out and win 4-2. But would I be shocked if it goes 7? I will not be shocked. But I think a lot of people are riding with the Pistons. I think they riding with them a lot. I think some Knicks fans, they might not admit it, but they probably are kind of nervous. They might be nervous, low
To
key.
be to be honest, I think it's how I think this is. I think it's gonna go Knicks in game one, Pistons game two. Pistons gonna win one at home, and then they gonna win because they gotta go back. What? It's two at their house. It's two at the Knicks, two at the Pistons, and one at the Knicks, and then the Pistons again, right? And then the final game will be at the Knicks, right?
So it's 2-2, 1-1-1.
Yeah. So I think the Pistons gonna get two at New York, and then one
Okay.
at home, and then
You think they
they
can win
gonna end it
game? You
all.
think they win? So wait, so you think they won't win game one, or you think they'll just
Nah, I
win
don't
one
think
of
they're
the
gonna win.
games on the road? You think they
Yeah,
just
they're
win
gonna win
one?
one of the games on the road
Okay.
for the first two games, and they gonna win in one at home, and then I think they're gonna win again at the Garden, and they gonna close it out at the Garden.
Okay. That's cool.
Because
That's
if they
cool.
make it to game six and they at the Pistons homes, I don't see the Pistons winning. I mean, not winning, losing.
Uh,
I don't see them
mm,
losing.
interesting. That would be definitely a disappointing season for the Knicks if they do lose this series. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be very disappointing. It would be very disappointing. But yes, I have the Knicks winning 4-2. Charles has the Pistons winning 4-3.